We begin this broadcast with a report that directly affects all of us. 110,000 kilometers of rail track that unites India is very vulnerable. There is an alarming spike in number of sabotage incidents on railway tracks. 16 incidents of sabotage reported in the first 40 days of 2017. 9 cases of sabotage in January and 7 in 10 days of February this year alone. The NIA and the CBI have taken over investigations in 4 cases. Incidents unrelated to known pattern of Maoist strikes. Rails, boulders, they've deliberately kept on railway tracks to derail trains. Now new technology and additional patrolling to check track safety is being deployed. Now I spoke to Mohammad Javed, he's member traffic at the Railway Board. We bring you this India First exclusive on the magnitude of the crisis and the road ahead. 16 cases of track sabotage in the year 2017 alone in the first 1.5 months. This is extremely alarming. With us is member traffic of the Indian Railways, Mohammad Jamshed. Sir, welcome on India Today. How alarming is this 16 cases of sabotage on tracks? Who's responsible, sir?
These are the cases which keep taking place, and we have had generally about 30 to 40 odd cases every year where track has been tampered with, where certain kind of obstructions have been placed, where certain kind of blasts have taken place, and suspected sabotage and sabotage activities have taken place. During the year 2016, there have been 45 such cases, but as you rightly mentioned, that the alarming situation is that during January and February till yesterday, there have been about 16 such incidents that have taken place. We are taking all necessary precautions. We are taking all actions which are there.
But sir, if I may, somebody is deliberately putting big boulders or railway sleepers or iron sleepers on the tracks. Now, do we know who these people are, what their motive is?
No, normally all these incidents which take place by miscreants and by also saboteurs, etc., these are the cases which are reported by the railway staff immediately on having been detected, and then we get the Railway Protection Force and the Government Railway Police and the State Police, and we coordinate with them. FIRs are registered and the cases are investigated by the police forces, by the GRP and by other agencies, and then they conclude and also take necessary action in terms of apprehending those who are responsible.
But in this case, it's more alarming because, one, it's not happening in the traditional areas, it's not happening in the left-wing extremism areas, but it's happening in newer areas. For example, Mumbai or Kanpur or part of Bihar, which is currently being investigated by the NIA.
We have seen the recent about 15-16 cases that have come to our notice of these kinds of activities are almost all over. We have had about 2 to 3 cases in Mumbai area where rail pieces have been kept across the track, where sleepers have been kept across the track. We have had a case in Chandausi where certain people were found to be attempting to cut the rail, and we have also had cases in Bihar where certain pen-roll clips, etc. had been missing, and in some of the cases people have been apprehended also, and the investigations are on.
Now, in one case, the Bihar police suspects that Pakistan's ISI is involved. Somebody's been deported from Dubai, brought to Nepal. There's a double murder. Is the railways a part of this investigation, and do you fear that anti-national elements are deliberately targeting the Indian Railways?
I would like to put things a little in perspective. Immediately after the Pokhraya accident that had taken place, where there was a serious loss of life on 20th of November, in the suo motu statement that was made to the Parliament by the Honourable Minister, Mr. Suresh Prabhu, he had already indicated that we will also be engaging other agencies and look into all aspects of the investigations, what exactly could be responsible for this kind of an accident. After that, he had requested the Ministry of Home Affairs, and immediately Ministry of Home Affairs has directed the NIA to look into 3 cases. And these 3 cases that they have picked up and registered the cases also include a case of attempted sabotage, so to say, in Bihar, in Motihari Ghurasan station, and also the Pokhraya railway station, and the third one is that Koneru railway station, which was on Andhra Pradesh, the recent accident that has taken place there.
Mr. Mohammad Jamshed, many thanks for speaking to us here at India Today.
Thank you.
Clearly, there are elements who are out to sabotage the movement of the Indian railways and kill or maim innocent people taking these railways. But the railways now saying, along with the NIA and the CBI, investigations are underway to probe the terror angle. With cameraman Lokendra Pandey in Delhi, Gaurav Sawant, India Today. Now, there are traditional pockets of sabotage that the railways know where left-wing extremism affects railways. For example, in Upper Assam, you have either Bodoland movement or you have Alpha. They target this area. In Jharkhand, in the Odisha and Chhattisgarh belt, now these are traditional either left-wing extremism affected areas or the Alpha affected areas. But the spike that is now being witnessed is in a completely different area. Traditional non-left-wing extremism areas. For example, in Mumbai, there is an incident that's being reported, and more than one incident in Mumbai. In Kanpur in Uttar Pradesh, in Champaran in Bihar, these are areas where these attacks or these accidents are being reported. So are these terror incidents? Now, terror on the rail track. Why are we saying this? Because in 2016, there were 45 cases. There were 7 cases of blast, 3 cases of tampering of tracks, 27 cases of attempt to sabotage, 8 incidents of agitation on rail track. But this year, it's just been 40 days in 2017 and there have already been 16 cases this year. Let's now shift focus to Mumbai. The alarming factor is the threat expanding to non-traditional areas. The presence of explosives near the rail track, and look at these images that caused a massive scare. These gelatin sticks, they're old. There wasn't a detonator attached, so fortunately an explosion was not the fear. But brazen sabotage attempts continue, and brazen attempts in the past, they've just been foiled in the recent past. Iron rods, large boulders were placed on the railway track to cause devastation in the same area. This comes after the revelation in the Kanpur and Andhra derailment last year that they were possibly the work of anti-national elements. The role of a hostile foreign counterintelligence agency is under investigation.
यहाँ पर कुछ जिलेटिव्स के बॉम्ब्स कुछ मिले हैं ट्रैक पर, जो पहले नहीं मिलते थे, लेकिन इस बार पहली टाइम ऐसा हुआ है। और ये यहाँ के नॉर्मल पब्लिक का काम नहीं है। ये पुलिस भी बहुत आई है, 35-40 पुलिस आई है जो पहले नहीं आती थी, अभी आ रही है और बहुत सारी तहकीकात चालू है।
We are at the Kalamboli station near the railway tracks where 4 gelatin sticks were found yesterday. This is the spot where these gelatin sticks were found, after which the police has come in action. There have been a case which has been registered under the Explosives Act, and it's being tried to understand as to who has done this mischief, because in last few days there have been 3 such instances where an attempt has been made to sabotage the rail safety, and that's why all the anti-terrorist agencies are also investigating these cases to find out who are these people who are either sometimes keeping a small piece of railway tracks and trying to keep in endanger the safety of people who are traveling in these railways. These incidents are happening in the Konkan railway region of Navi Mumbai. At this point of time, it cannot be denied that the security concerns for the railways are high, because there have been attempts which are being made and to sabotage and to put the lives of people who travel in trains in danger, and hence all the agencies are trying to investigate and find out what is the reason and who are the people who are doing this act. With camera person Mangesh Samant, Mustafa Sheikh in Navi Mumbai for India Today.